Hello everyone, today our group will present our microeconomics assignment titled Analysis of Demand for Adidas Footwear in the Global Market. To begin with section 1.0, Adidas is a famous German multinational company founded in 1949 by Adolf Adi Dassler. Recognized worldwide by its iconic three-strip logo, Adidas is currently the second largest sportswear manufacturer in the world. The company's vision is to shape a sporting lifestyle, and its mission is to be the best sports brand by designing innovative and sustainable products. While Adidas sells a wide range of sports apparel and equipment, footwear is its main source of revenue, making up the largest portion of its total income. Their product line successfully balance high-performance sports shoes with casual lifestyle streetwear to attract different types of consumers. The main objective of our study is to apply microeconomic concepts to understand the global demand for Adidas footwear. We will examine how price changes cause movements along the demand curve and how non-price factors such as consumer income, advertising, and competitors like Nike shift the entire demand for their products. Our presentation is organized into 5 main sections, moving from the product introduction to demand analysis and final recommendations. Let's get started.
Oh, hello there. My name is My metric number is 313964. And today's I'm going to take a look at the intersection between the business and microeconomic theories throughout global software. So, without further ado, let's dive into it. Adidas AG, which has grown to become the world's second largest sportswear, manufactured and established in Germany in 1949. While the brand manufactures a wide range of athletic gear, footwear remains its true financial powerhouse consistently through over 50% of the company net income. Through two strategic products like Galaxy 7 and Supernova 3 and timeless lifestyle sneakers such as Stan Smith Lux and Retro XL 72 RS to successfully navigate the customer behavior, and these products show that Adidas operate heavily under the fundamental economic law of demand. So, you might wonder, what is demand? The law of demand actually. So, let me break it down to you. The law of demand is basically indicates an inverse relationship between a demand and supply. So, let's relate it to the Adidas case scenario, shall we? When Adidas launch a seasonal sales or promotional discount, the quantity demanded automatically increase high due to this heightened customer purchasing power and causing the downward movement along the existing demand curve. However, the true market dynamics are driven by known price determinants, and that will cause an entire demand curve shift entirely to the left or to the right. That's all from me, Dr. Hakim bin Muhammad Azali. My metric number is 313964. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The first determinant we will be discussing is the price of the product itself. According to the law of demand, there is an inverse relationship between the price of the good and the quantity demanded of the good. Meaning, when the price of a good goes up, the quantity demanded of good goes down, and vice versa, assuming all the other factors remain constant, which what we call as the ceteris paribus. For Adidas specifically, we can see this clearly when Adidas increased the price of its shoe model, consumers tend to buy less. Some may even switch to the other alternatives like Nike or Puma, and this is what we call as a contraction in demand, a movement upward along the demand curve. On the other hand, during the promotional events like Black Friday or the seasonal sales, Adidas lowers its prices and we see a surge in the sales volume. This is an expansion in demand, a movement downward along the demand curve. Importantly, these are movements along the demand curve, not the shift, because only the price of the Adidas itself is changing, not the other factors. So in short, the price is the primary factor of how much consumers are willing to buy goods at any given time. Moving on to our second determinant, consumer income. Consumer income determines a person's purchasing power, their ability to spend on goods, especially on non-essential ones like branded footwear. Since Adidas is a lifestyle and a premium brand, it requires consumers to have sufficient disposable income to afford it. In macroeconomics, Adidas footwear is classified as a normal good, meaning as the income rises, the demand increases and the demand curve shifts rightward. But when the income falls, especially during the recession, the demand decreases and the curve shifts leftward. We can also observe this across the global markets. In the high-income countries like the United States and Germany, the demand for Adidas is higher and the consumers are less price sensitive. But in the low-income countries like Indonesia or India, the consumers tend to be more price sensitive and will opt for the cheaper alternatives. So the key takeaway here is, unlike price, changes in income shift the entire demand curve, reflecting a change in the overall demand, not just the quantity demanded.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Madiana, number metric 314545. I will explain the effect of the price of substitute good or demand for Adidas footwear. Substitute good are products that can satisfy similar consumer need in the footwear market. Consumer often compare different brands before making a purchase decision. Therefore, the price of substitute brand can influence the demand for Adidas footwear. One of the close substitute for Adidas is Nike. Both brands offer similar sport and lifestyle shoes and target the same market segment. According to State Panda, Nike hold about 30% of the global sport footwear market, while Adidas just hold about 50%. If Nike increase its price, consumers may switch to Adidas as a more affordable alternative, increasing the demand for Adidas footwear. Besides Nike, Puma and Reebok are also important substitute for Adidas because they offer similar products. When the price of Puma and Reebok footwear increase, consumers are more likely to choose Adidas instead. However, if this brand lower their price, some consumers may switch away from Adidas, causing its demands to decrease. In conclusion, there is a positive relationship between the price of substitute goods and the demand for Adidas footwear. So next, I will explain the price of complementary goods and other determinants that affect the demand for Adidas footwear. Firstly, socks are complementary goods because they are commonly worn together with Adidas footwear. Therefore, an increase in the price of socks may reduce the demand for Adidas footwear. Secondly, sport apparel such as jersey and training wear also complementary goods because consumers often purchase them together with Adidas shoes as a part of complete sportwear outfit. Thirdly, sport equipment also football kits complement Adidas footwear because they are used together during sport and training activities.
Besides prices, there are also several non-price factors can also influence the demand for Adidas footwear. These factors can cause the entire demand curve to shift either to the right, indicating an increase in demand, or to the left, indicating a decrease in demand. The first factor is taste and preference. Consumer preference are influenced by fashion trends, advertising, cultural, and social media. When consumers develop a stronger preference for Adidas products, demand increases. Adidas benefits from celebrity endorsement, strong brand image, and effective social media marketing. In addition, many consumers, especially young generations right now, value Adidas footwear for its comfort quality and stylish design. As a result, demand for Adidas shoes tends to increase. The second factor is external factors. Unexpected events can significantly affect consumers' demands. A good example is the COVID-19 pandemic. During the pandemic, lockdowns and economic uncertainty caused many consumers to reduce spending on non-essential items, including sports footwear. As a result, Adidas experienced a decline in revenue, which fell from approximately $26.5 billion in 2019 to $22.7 billion in 2020. This example shows how external shocks can reduce demand. The third factor is government policies. Government actions such as taxes, import duties, and trade regulations can affect product prices and consumers' purchasing power. In Malaysia, higher SST or import duties increase the retail price of Adidas footwear, making it less affordable on reducing demand. On the other hand, lower taxes can encourage consumer spending on and increase demand. The final factors will be population. Population growth increases the number of potential consumers in the market, especially Malaysia's population continues to grow, which expands the market size. Since many young consumers prefer sports and lifestyle footwear, a larger population is expected to increase the demand for Adidas product. In conclusion, taste and preference, external factors, government policies, and population growth are important non-price determinants that influence the demand for Adidas footwear. Thank you.
Hi everyone and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Shafiq Islami. My number matrix 312799. And now I will talk about promotional programs. Promotion is an important part of Adidas strategy to increase demand for its footwear products. Instead of competing mainly on price, Adidas focus on building brand awareness and customer loyalty through advertising, social media marketing, sales promotions, and influencer partnerships. Next we go to traditional and digital advertising. Adidas use television, print media, and online advertising to promote its products. This advertisement influence consumer preferences and strengthen Adidas' image as a high quality and prestigious brand. For example, football campaigns featuring Lionel Messi and the Predator boot range have increased consumer demand worldwide. Next, social media marketing. Adidas actively engage consumer through platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Social media helps reduce information barriers and keeps customer connected with the brand. Successful examples include the viral popularity of the Samba Giselle shows, which gained attention through online lifestyle and fashion content. Next, sales, promotion, and special discounts. Adidas regularly offer discount during events such as Black Friday and year-end sales. This promotion encourages more purchases by lowering price temporarily. For instance, discount 30% to 50% attract sensitive consumer and help Adidas clear excess inventory. Lastly, influencer marketing. Adidas collaborate with influencers, celebrities, and cultural icons to reach wider audience. This strategy takes advantage of the bandwagon effect, where consumers are more likely to buy products endorsed by people they admire. A good example is Adidas' partnership with Bad Bunny, which created strong demand for limited edition footwear releases. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, our microeconomic analysis shows that Adidas holds a highly competitive and stable position in the global footwear market. By offering a smart mix of high-tech performance shoes and trendy lifestyle sneakers, the brand effectively meets the needs of various consumer groups worldwide. Our study highlights that while product price is a major factor, non-price determinants play an equally critical role. Factors such as changes in consumer income, intense competition from rival brands like Nike or Fila, and creative promotional campaigns heavily influence and shift the global demand for Adidas products. To maintain its market leadership, we recommend that Adidas continue investing in sustainable materials and innovative designs. Additionally, the company should offer flexible pricing strategies to effectively cater to different income groups in diverse markets. That's all for our videos. Thank you very much for your time and attention.